You bastard. Here we go.
Thought that was fun.
Yeah, here I am watching this beer thinking, is it going to overflow?
yeah, and I'm just started the podcast ready to
Yeah,
go.
thanks for
So,
that.
hey mate, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Oh mate, I'm busy.
Busy
I'm
couple of
flat
weeks.
out. I'm so flat out. Yeah. I'm even busy tonight, and it was like either do this or don't,
Yeah,
because I've just got too much shit on, so I've just got to do it. So
yeah.
yeah, what's been happening?
Oh, same old, plodding along.
Nice.
Nearly getting to the end of the term, which is nice.
Yeah,
Have a break.
yep, yeah. We brewed today, and it was a prick of a day.
Oh, fun
And
times.
hey,
Fun times.
yeah, Louder was just playing up, and then the rakes got stuck, and it was just one of those days you just want to forget. So yeah, it was
Long
all
brew
right.
day. Long brew day.
Yeah, but I think I've started to wrangle the Louder ton. But yeah, anyway, doing his bit, and we got there in the end. Got beer in tank.
As long as you got beer in tank, that is all that matters.
Yeah. It didn't start out good at all in the morning, but anyway.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm drinking a Peach Quincy from Carbon 6 today. As you can see, hazy IPA. It's tasting
Still tasting good?
peachy. Yeah, no, it still tastes great. There's not much of it left, I will say.
Yeah, right.
I was looking at stocks today, and yeah, there's not much of it left. So thankfully, we are brewing another hazy IPA soon, which I'm going to announce exclusively here and now.
Okay.
Before you even get into your Cellared beers. And it's not that if anyone gets the Carbon 6 newsletter or sees our posts on social media, they'd know already, but we're doing a hazy IPA with Noosa Hinterland Brewing.
Yep.
John up there we're doing a collaboration for the Brisbane Beer Fest. We're going to release a beer at the festival, Juicy Hazy IPA called Gravity Juice.
Nice.
And yeah, that's going to be our next one. So looking forward to that. Pretty exciting, but yeah, get this peach quincy out of the way. So
Yeah, fair enough.
mate, your old Cellared beers. What have you got?
I've opened it and now I'm almost regretting it.
Because you've wasted opening it, or because
No, because I can smell
in
it
it
already. I can already smell it. So it was tossing up between two, and I went, this one is probably more of a mystery even for me because it doesn't actually have a date on it, but I know it's going to be old. And it is, and it's really because I bought it because the bottle is fucking awesome, is the Tatara IPA.
Oh yeah, yep.
So I think I've had this one in there for probably at least 4 years,
Wow.
if not longer. And it is a lot darker than I remember it being.
Oxidized.
Yeah. It is significantly darker, but yep, she's an oxidized beer.
Just taste it so we all know. That way we can all understand what you're drinking.
It is also flat, actually. Like it is lost a lot of carb.
Yeah, okay.
I was surprised because bottles usually are pretty good. And there was still a fizz when I opened it, but it is like just gone down on carb.
Take us
And
into the
it's
psyche of a brewing person who sells beers for a long time. What goes through your mind when you put beers into your fridge of doom and leave them there for years without drinking them? Like, are you putting them in there because you like the beer and you want to savor it and have a good
Okay, so
occasion
some of it,
to drink it?
yes,
Or
sometimes.
no, I'm gonna dig in here. Are you putting it in there going, I don't want to drink it all now because this is good and I want to savor this, and then it gets too far and you're like, oh, now if I drink it, it's not going to be any good, so I won't drink it. I just keep it as a keepsake.
Sometimes yes, mostly no. It's mostly that I get a 4-pack, or like some of these even date back for when I was at Cannon Hill,
Yeah,
and
okay.
I was getting so many samples dropped off. And sometimes I would get a sample of a 4-pack of the same beer. And I'm like, well, I only need to try one now to know whether I'm going to buy it or not.
Yeah.
So then I bring them home and they sit in the fridge, and then another one turns up. So then I'm like, oh, actually, this one tastes good. So I'm going to move on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And then it gets to a point where I've got a shitload of beers that are out of date.
Right. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. All right.
Yep.
Mate, before we go too much further, I forgot to mention at the top of the show, if you listening to this and figure out that it sounds a little bit different, Matthew and I are trying something. Matt and I are trying something a little bit different with our microphone. Please let us know and give us some feedback, either on our Facebook page at facebook.com/group/Aussie Beer Voyage. You can do it on the group, or comment on the Spotify episode or YouTube. Just let us know to see whether this is better or worse, or
Yeah.
if we need to go back to what we're doing or we're doing. So, yeah, we don't know either way. We just sit here and talk shit about beer, and
Pretty
that's
much
it.
it.
So, but if it's better or worse, let us know. That'd be great. Mate, last week's pub court jury verdict, last week or 2 weeks ago, PC014, should beer awards remove categories with fewer than a minimum number of entries? Does it keep medals meaningful, or is it unfair to niche styles?
Another 100% voting on it,
Another
which I'm
one.
not surprised at.
No, and I'm glad that it's that, because
Yes.
I'm very much a niche style beer drinker. I love
Yep.
seeing things that I haven't had before and that's weird and interesting and that I get to try for the first time, and
Yep.
stuff like that. And when they're able to be judged, and I do believe in my argument that I said that it also helps to um, teach brewers about these
New
styles
style.
of that as
Cool.
well, and
Yeah.
how to judge them. So I'm stoked with that result. That's very good. Um, this week's pub court will be later on in the episode, sponsored by Thirsty Merchants. You and I haven't caught up yet, and I've still
No.
got Spill the Pint poker chip here that we use to flip. So yeah, we're going to have to organise that. I might just post it to you. Probably quicker.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
but yeah, so that'll be up later on. If you do want to be a part of the pub court jury, where you get to help vote and decide on these cases, you just need to go to facebook.com/group/Aussie Beer Voyage, and I'll let you in because I am a legend, as I say every week. And it's actually a cross to bear, because if I see a notification come up and I go Aussie Beer Voyage, oh shit, need to get in there.
Yep. What's going on? What's going
Yep.
on?
How long? How long has it been?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, mate. Moving on to Aussie news, we've got three articles to talk about this week. Your first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
so this first one's not so much of an art. Well, it came up as an article, I guess. Um, but it's the number of brewery gigs going. There is
yep.
loads at the moment. And all over the country, which
Bit of
is,
musical chairs going on, you reckon?
yeah, I'm trying to work it out, because a couple of them I go, yep, it's the musical chair sort of thing. There's a couple of brewers that are moving on or moving and things like that. But then there's new breweries as well, and breweries that are expanding. So
Yeah.
um, it's not even just brewers; it's bar managers, venue managers, reps.
Yeah.
There's so many, which is quite interesting considering how the number of it. It's well, yeah, we occasionally get the musical chairs up here in Brisbane, where we've had one brewer move and then it just caused this sort of move around. But there's a lot moving on, and changing around and yeah, needing more people, which is cool to see.
Yeah, well, I think it's just hopefully it's a good sign of the strength of the industry. And we've got something happening, I guess, that is beneficial to everyone, where they've got to increase their staff um, and whatnot. So hopefully that's what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll know more, I guess.
Yes, because I mean, I think there's one in Brisbane or two in Brisbane. I think. Obviously, there's one at Felons and then one at Range. Then there's a few in New South Wales, a few. I think there's a couple in WA. Yeah, they're all over the place. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of knock-on effect that's going to have as well.
Well, they're just the ones that we know about too.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm. Mate, second one is about Gabs.
Yeah, because we had a chat going, what's going on here a couple of weeks back.
Yeah. So they did a social media post coming out saying that the Gabs Hottest 100 won't be done this year
Yeah,
because it would normally come out like the end of December. You start voting.
and
And
then find out early January. Yeah,
yeah, and
yeah,
you would
January.
obviously be starting like October, I think you start putting
Mm,
out your beers and that sort of stuff.
yeah,
And people would be asking because they want to make sure that they've got their marketing getting ready to go to push their beer and
yeah.
whatnot. And they want to move it from the day that it was, which was when Triple J's Hottest 100 was on,
Yep.
to be
They wanted
announced
to,
at the festival.
which is what
Now,
we assume. We don't know 100% because the
well,
post was
that's what they
very,
said.
very vague.
Well, no, it said that in the post that they will do it at the festivals, but they
Yes, well,
didn't
they were
say
aligning it with
how they're going to do that.
yes, yeah,
So,
yeah. That's it's going to be interesting.
what do you think about them moving it so that it's not in line with the Hottest 100? Because
I think it'll definitely make it easier for venues that want to publicize it.
why is that?
I think having it on the same day makes it difficult for especially breweries and craft beer venues to
Most
have
breweries
both.
do it both at the same time. What are you going to have? Like, what sort of podcast does a live that's worthwhile sitting there
Oh, that's
watching
true. That's
people
true.
banter
Not really
on about
anymore.
things? Like,
Not anymore. Anyway. Yeah.
or even like, and no shade to Matt Kirkegaard. I used to listen to it too because I loved him. Listening to it as it went on because I was interested in it. But if you're not interested in it, you just want to see the Hottest 100 and go to a brewery, sit there and listen to the Hottest 100
That's
and
true.
see the Hottest 100 beers come up. Like, to me, I don't know. It sort of worked hand in
Do
hand. It
you?
was a good.
Yeah. Do you think um they've looked at the consumer feedback of it with obviously because I mean I'm pretty sure we have the same joke every year. Here come the it's only a popularity contest comments that we all expect every every year,
Yeah.
and they're going to move away from non Gabs beers. It's got to be breweries that actually go to Gabs
Oh, well, there's not enough breweries that go to Gabs to make up 100 breweries.
or 100 beers.
Well, I don't know. I kind of want to know how they
Yeah,
think the format's going to go, and to announce it at the festival. What? So they're just going to pick one festival and do it at like Melbourne, like on the last day, and this is the Hottest 100 day, and you get to drink those beers. Like, are they organising the beers to come so that you get to drink the top 10 or something, or
yeah,
are they making it more of an awards where they're going to try and get the top 10 there so that they can be celebrated and they get announced in person and you get them up and you get something? Like, I do kind of like that they're going to try and do it at a Gabs festival and make it like an awards thing, but to make
They
it,
also said something about aligning it with, I think, because they've obviously got the People's Choice and stuff like that. So I wonder whether they're just going, yeah, I don't know how they're going to run this. But also, for all we know, they may end up just going back to Melbourne. They might stop doing Sydney and Brisbane, for all we know.
yeah, well, maybe. I mean, the guys who own it now,
Yep.
Schwartz Events, they own a heap of brands like festivals and
Yes.
whatnot. So they've got heaps of, I would assume, when you buy the Gabs brand as well, that you buy a lot of assets and past history on sales and I would assume that you get all that feedback and information as well. I don't think they just go, yeah, here's the trademark and the branding and cheers. I mean, I'm sure they get data.
They bought all the assets and all the info and all of the back end stuff. So yeah, and I guess they'd be able to cross reference that with their own festivals that they run
Mm.
to go what's working here, what's not working here, and pull that info across to try and boost the sales at Gabs, because obviously we all know that it was struggling in the last year.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I mean, we've talked about it on this podcast before about how hard it is to run festivals
yeah,
because of the cost of the festival themselves. But then you see, like, there's multiple ways that you see festivals being run. And sometimes it's hard to, like, I mean, the festival company is a business. They're their own business on top of, it's not just a festival out of the goodness of their hearts, like going
no,
through getting liquor licensing, organising,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
massive amounts
they've
of
got to make
shipping
money.
containers of ice and whatnot, and fencing and security and all of the,
Yeah,
like, it would be a nightmare. There would definitely not be something that I would want to put my hand up for and say, oh, I'm keen for that.
yeah,
And if you meet any
let's
of
put
these,
on that.
yeah, well, you meet any of these festival people too, and yeah, they might love craft beer, but they're in it for the love of the adrenaline of getting that day to that point, and they've got like all sorts of stuff going. But you can tell how serious it is because as soon as that festival's closed, there are staff like ants come out of the woodwork,
Yeah,
start clearing the thing down
yeah,
and
yeah,
stripping
yeah.
it down
They
like
want to
you
get
wouldn't
out.
believe because they want to be
Yeah,
done too. And so yeah, it's a job and a business for them as well. So they need to make money, but I think where it gets difficult is being able to make money and then make fair and make money for the breweries as well.
and
Um,
also value for money for the punters.
exactly. So there's three factors in there, right? That's all got to work together, and because like Brisbane Beer Fest, there's nothing that you need to give on your sales income to the festival organizer. The stand,
And for Kaminsky, like for them, it's their own property, so they don't need to pay
that's right,
rent. They don't need to pay. They've got their own fencing and all of that because
all
they're
licensed. Like it's
it's all
all,
licensed.
yeah,
They've got their own security that they deal with. That
yep.
they just hire
All of those
extras.
overheads are already there and
Yes, they're
done and
just
organised.
expanding how far out.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think I'll be very curious to see what happens next with Gabs. I hope they can bring it back because I know the two times that I've gone down to the Melbourne one, uh, it had dropped significantly,
yep.
both number of punters, number of stall holders, and I think the days as well
Is
had
that because
changed.
of the location change?
No, both of them I went to were when it was still at the old
Yeah,
grounds.
okay.
So yeah, I think I'm curious to see what their big shift is going to be. That's going to be able to resurrect it because it
Yeah.
was clearly, especially in Brisbane, was on a downhill trajectory.
Mm.
Um, as unfortunate as that is. So I'm very curious to see what they bring in and how this sort of merging of the hottest 100 with back into Gabs and try to revive it is gonna go. It'll be really interesting.
Remember Beer and Cider Festival?
Yeah, yeah,
And that turned into more of a music festival.
yes,
And then the music became more important than the beer and cider.
mm.
And
Yeah,
then it just died because
yeah,
of that, because brewers stopped going. Oh, no one gives a shit about us. They're there for the music because you're getting these awesome bands, and the bands were cool. Like it was great for that. But it kind of stopped being what the festival was at the start.
yes, yep, yeah.
Uh,
You're right.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, we'll be curious to see what happens next and whether they can bring it back
yeah. So speaking of festivals,
with music.
yeah, the, this next article. So
I don't know
Friday,
how to feel about
August.
this one.
Oh yeah, I don't know, right? So Friday, August 21, there's a festival kickoff, which is an opening night long table dinner celebration. And then it's on Saturday, 22nd of August, with regional South Australian breweries pouring in the outback. So a live music lineup headlined by Shannon Knoll. They're saying it's essentially South Australia's answer to Coachella for Aussie beer enthusiasts.
Just see that alone. That alone just rings alarm bells.
I kind of want to go. Like, I love regional towns. I grew up in one. So looking at the photo of this pub,
It doesn't look big.
no. So Parachilna Outback Beer Fest is on August 21, 22nd, and I don't know if they've got a come down party on the 23rd.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, no, triple. There's 3 days.
Yeah. So 3 days. You know, Parachilna Brew Project, which God knows, I don't know what that is.
At the Prairie Hotel, yep.
Yeah, billed as a South Australia's most remote brewery, which is cool. Pike's Beer Co. I've had some of their beers. It's good.
Clare Valley, yep.
Jump Ship Brewing. Haven't had any of those. What a Scowie? What's a Cowie?
What's a Cowie? Yep. Brewing Co. York Peninsula, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I kind of want to go. I wonder if Colin will let me go.
For $300, I'd like to know. I'd really hope that the beers are included, because you've got the Outback Beer Fest day only is $100.
Yep.
Like, what does that 100? Because we're talking about value for money for punters, and we know that one of the biggest gripes with Gabs was about the end cost of it.
Yep.
Is you'd really hope that got you your beers included.
Yeah. So reading about it, like they're saying you want to get your accommodation fast because accommodation in Parachilna is limited. But they're looking at doing a temporary glamping village.
Yep.
You know, I commented on a TikTok today about some American was talking about an Aussie word like going on a bender.
That is a bender weekend.
I was like, you don't really plan a bender, you sort of just get involved in one, and it's more of a post comment where you're talking about, wow, that was a bender that I didn't expect. But yeah, I don't know. This kind of sounds something fun for me. I reckon I'd like to do it. Depends on how hard it is to get to, though, too. Like, I don't know this stuff, and it's called like South Australia, and then they're talking about billed as South Australia's most remote brewery. How hard is this place to get to? How difficult is all of this stuff to go to if you just wanted to go?
Yeah, well, that's it.
Can you drive there? Where's the closest airport? Like, what's the sort of transport from that airport to things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to check it out though. Oh, hang on, I haven't done this yet.
Oh.
For more information,
okay.
Click here.
I've just had a look at what the tickets get you.
Yeah,
it's not a lot.
No.
So for $100 just for the beer fest, access the full Saturday festival with breweries like blah 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 blah, includes access to festival, Outback Beer Festival stubby holder, live entertainment including music, games, and guided tasting sessions. That's it. You're still got to pay for the beer.
Yep.
That's a fucking expensive beer fest for only 4 breweries.
Well, there might be more breweries there, but they're the ones that they're highlighting.
Yeah, well, they're the only ones listed so far, so they might include a few more. But
yep. Do you want to hear my thing that also makes it like go, oh, that's difficult?
He's getting there.
Yeah, only 5 hours from Adelaide.
Oh shit!
3.5 hours from Clare. 6 hours from Port Lincoln.
Holy crap!
5 hours from Minleton and 2 hours from Port Augusta. Now, I don't know where any of those places are except for Adelaide. but
Like, you've got to drive. Like,
even
you've got to
even
drive.
me saying I know where that is, I don't, because I just know where Adelaide is in South Australia. I don't actually know. Okay, so
Wow.
Paratuna, Pikes, Jump Ship. What's the cowie? Yep,
That's it.
by the looks. Yeah,
So I think this might be one of those occasions where it'll be good for the locals and it might bring in the real diehard sort of local fans.
yeah.
I can't see anyone traveling that far for 4 breweries if you're marketing it as a beer festival and to see Shannon Knoll. That's.
I kind of want to go. I still want to go. I still think I want to go. Oh dear. Anyway, moving on to international news, mate. This one is not a surprise that this is on our news.
No, I laughed when I saw this. I laughed so hard.
A, why would you do it again? And
Yep.
B, surely he's got enough nous to not call his brand like what he wanted to call. Like what
Yeah,
he's
second
going to
best.
call it. Second chance, what is it?
Second best.
Second best?
So for those who haven't caught on who we're talking about James Watt, from one of the original co-founders of
Previous
BrewDog,
BrewDog.
has
Yeah.
decided to open up a new brewery brand called Second Best. But part of that, he's going to give, it's roughly 20%. I think I saw 18.5 mentioned somewhere is the actual percentage of shares to some of the small investors through the equity for punks guys.
Yeah.
Now, apparently investors told BBC Scotland they were cynical, but I hope this meant they were not getting away with nothing. I don't see this coming to fruition at all.
Hasn't he got enough money to just disappear and just go and live like on a tropical island somewhere and
Yeah,
stop trying to, like, you've done it. You've done your brand. You've done the
yeah.
you've got a beer product. It's not like, what beers have BrewDog not tried?
Well, that's it. So,
Like what is he going to do that's different?
that's it. Well, that's it. I there's still very little news about the brewery itself and
Or is he
where
doing
it's going
it
to
to try
be.
and get money back for the people?
I don't see him as that charitable. Really, I don't.
Yeah.
But again, I could just be cynical. But the idea that he's going to front the cash himself to set it up, and he says he's going to allocate 19.3% of the company to former investors. Now, that apparently is the exact stake that the Equity for Punks investors had.
Yep.
But that was based on a £500 million business.
Yeah.
He's not going to be investing £500 million into this. So while, yes, they might have 19.3% of the company, but the actual dollar value of that is fuck all. So,
Yeah.
I think this is more as a way to try and save face.
Yep.
I think that's all this is. I don't think this is going to be anything other than him just trying to make himself look better after the aftermath of what happened.
Yep.
Whether that was all on him because he stood down in 2024. So whether you can blame him all for it or not, kind of an irrelevant point. But I can't see this doing anything.
I think
I
that
mean,
a lot of people aren't going to give him a chance based
no,
on the history of
yeah,
where it's all come from and gone. So
yeah. The fact that there was so much money taken that really they weren't actually investors; they were
donators.
basically donators. Um, they weren't shares. So yeah, I can't see this going anywhere. And if it does, um, yeah, I can't see it getting anywhere near the traction needed just due to him. I think
Yeah.
that's what it'll be.
Yep.
If it's gonna fail, it'll fail because of him, and it
Yeah.
may not be anything that he's done just because it's him.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is but we'll see what happens. And it's still very very early days for that, so we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Interesting.
on to the next one. Talking
Mm.
about giving me shit for keeping beers for so long. Someone's been keeping
Yeah.
beer for a little bit longer than I did.
Yes, that's right. I found this article. I sent it to you during the week. Archaeologists were examining a tomb in China and found a 2,300-year-old bottle of beer. Um,
It's so awesome. It's so cool.
the thing, there's two things about this, right? A, they can't just leave it alone. Like the archaeologists and researchers, like they can't just leave it alone. They've opened it,
Yeah,
tested it to know what's going on. Maybe, I mean, they don't say they've opened it. They do say that they know what's in it, whether or not they've inserted like a needle and extracted some out.
yeah, nitrogen and all of that sort of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, a 4th century Chinese tomb. And it was a bronze bottle.
yeah. So
Um,
the image that they've got here is not
that's not the
of
bottle.
no, because it said something about um, a garlic head shape. Bottle's garlic
Yeah,
head
yeah.
shape.
And so the way that they preserved it and capped the bottle was the same way that they were preserving and capping the sarcophagus or whatever of the
Yeah,
people as it was found in a cemetery. Um, so kind of exciting and interesting, but they did say, what was analysis of the odorless pale blue-green liquid.
oh,
What?
oh, oh,
Someone's oxidized their hops.
oh.
They've made a hazy IPA and they've oxidized their
Yeah,
hops. um, but it reveals more than 2,400 unique chemical compounds, and that the liquid wasn't formed by accident. The only way that you could do it was if you knew what you were doing, and there were all these different organic signatures in there. Does not surprise me that there were high concentrations of lactic acid and oxalic acid. Um, what's oxalic?
tartaric acid in there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
What is
Yeah.
oxalic acid? I've no
Um,
idea.
it's the acid formed
If
from
you don't
calcium
know,
oxalate. So the
yeah,
acid
okay.
formed from calcium oxalate. So
There you go.
calcium oxalate is the thing that's basically like beer stone.
Yeah, okay. Yep. I honestly thought you were talking shit when you started talking then, but okay.
No.
I was like, here we
That
go.
annoys you even more now, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. No. I was just like, oh, here we go. And then you just kept saying big words, and I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. When I googled it, that's what came up. So, uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, intricate sugars found from the liquid reveal that its makers had a deep understanding of fermentation. Cool. I mean, that's kind of cool.
yeah,
Oh, hang on. They've even got yeast cells in there as well.
yeah.
Oh, come on. Please tell me they've got at least one alive one somewhere to grow, because that would just be awesome.
It would be cool. Hey, yep,
So they got that proso millet, wheat, barley, amino acids that were added for flavoring, showing off a refined technical brewing process.
yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It's super cool. Yeah, and as you know, like my bent for weird and obscure things is absolutely on this. So yeah, when I read about it, weird. website to find it on Popular Mechanics.
Yeah,
But
and yeah,
anyway,
that's
if
what's
you
come
want
up.
to, if you want to know what my internet history is like, that's the sort of weird shit that you can find me on. uh,
This is what you're searching up, popular mechanics. Oh god.
you'd be
But
surprised
yeah.
what you find when you look in the weird ends of the internet. So
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's a really cool find. And to find it in such a condition that they could even
test it,
get a
and
cell count, like the liquid they could identify. That's really cool.
yeah,
So clearly, their bottling was a lot better than ours.
yeah, definitely.
For them to be able to keep it in a condition where they can still even identify yeast cells, what the products it was made from, that's clearly the bottling was quite remarkable for it.
Yeah,
But it was a
yeah,
large bottle as well. I think I saw somewhere 15 cups.
yeah, yeah. Not a small, not a
Like
small.
it's a large,
Uh,
it's liters, like liters
yeah,
worth
yeah,
of beer. So yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yeah.
very very cool.
From the Qin, is that how you pronounce Q in China, like the QIN dynasty? Was it
Yeah,
Q?
I'm not even going to attempt to.
If you're Chinese or can speak Chinese language, is QIN pronounced Chin or Quin or Kin? Anyway, that's my three goes at it. So,
It's all right. I'll ask my students tomorrow.
okay. Have you got some Chinese students in the.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. Right.
I'll
All
go.
right, yeah,
Hey,
let's figure it out.
yes. Tell me
Get them
more.
onto the podcast and, yeah, make them get some input. So there you go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, very cool.
cool.
Shit,
Hey,
got to remember. I've got yeast here that I've got to take with me.
yeah, well,
Of course, you
I
started.
just resume just as we're talking. So
You bastard.
I didn't expect you to just be swearing and mouthing off. But anyway, I didn't ask what was the beer that you were drinking before. Not the old shitty one.
Um, yeah, yeah. So the good one was Bellhaven, Scottish Ale.
Oh, nice. I'm doing something that I probably shouldn't do.
Oh god, is this going to be another one of those like dumb beers that really is probably a sharing beer?
No, no. It's only a 375 mil. Um, it is
That
7.1%.
didn't answer my question.
It's
Is it
it's
still
the
a dumb
FAF,
beer?
it's the FAF beer number 4. It's my last one.
Right.
But I was talking to Lockie today because I was having another one of the FAF number 5s at work this morning, and we
With
were
the world's
talking
longest
about.
name. Yep.
Yep, and yeah, it was. I was like, I saw this in the fridge tonight, and I was like, better not tell Lockie that I've got like a fresh as fuck that's not fresh as fuck because it's been sitting in my fridge for a couple of months. And I've got the new fresh as fuck
Yeah.
beer. So yeah, yeah. Anyway, Lockie, cheers. I'm drinking this one now, and it's only 375 mil, so it's all right. It's only. Well, he doesn't
Mm.
put the standards on here. Oh, yeah, he does. Oh shit. All right.
So 3.
2.1. Probably be 3 if it were in the new 500s.
Yeah.
Because
Is
that's
he
what
going to
they're in.
500s for all of them, or?
They're 500s from now on. So he did a survey, and
Oh my god.
everyone got back on what they would buy
Yes to
and
that.
spend.
Who said?
I'm probably me, if I'm honest. Um, I probably said, yeah, I'll take a 500. But yeah. Anyway, have you had you wouldn't have had the FA new one number 5? Did you get any?
No, because every time I actually realise there's a release, I'm too late.
Got to be on the money, mate. You can get an agent, get an AI agent, so that when the newsletter comes
Mm.
out or the Facebook post, you can set it to when the announcement comes and go onto the shop now button, and it clicks and goes through. And some people don't want to give their credit card details to their AI, but let me tell you, I've not missed a FAF beer once. Just saying. Just saying.
Fair enough.
And I'm not giving away my agent, so don't ask. I'm keeping it.
Yeah. Bastard.
Oh dear.
All right. But on to our brewery visit wish list and why. Now, you've got one that doesn't even exist.
That's right. I've gone. It's impossible to go to now, and I never got to go there. And I really wish that I could. But when we made this list, it wasn't a list that just because it exists somewhere in the world. It can be our brewery wish list. Is it's a brewery that might have closed and we didn't get to go to and missed out. And so that for me is Hendo's old brewery, Brew Cult, which wasn't a brewery.
Yeah.
He brewed off another site and had his hospitality bar elsewhere, but still, it was a brew cult bar, and I would have loved to have gone there, tried umpteenth amounts of his beers, and had a great time.
Still a couple floating around here and there.
I think
Still a couple.
I've got a sticker somewhere. But legendary beer name, brewery name. I think the branding was excellent and awesome, and we'll never get to experience. That being said, I do brew in Hendo's garage with him randomly every now and again and drink his beers when they're available. So, yeah. Yours, my friend. I was reading up on this before.
Yes, it is. It's Svalbard. It's Svalbard Brewery in Svalbard, which is a territory in Norway. So it's an island or an archipelago north of Norway. It is the furthest north brewery in the world.
Yeah.
So where it is located is basically, it was an old hunting station, effectively. Hunters and explorers would go and stop there. It is, everything has to be shipped in, everything gets shipped out, and it's basically now just an outpost. There's a town and stuff like that, but it's for researchers and stuff like that go there. But they've got a brewery, and a lot of it, the amount of eco-friendly stuff that they've developed just for their own brewery is insane. So like the waste product, so they're grain, from what I can understand, is they actually use that to fuel the brew house.
Yeah, okay.
As like, it looks like, from what I can say, is they're using their waste products as fuel.
Yeah. Well,
all of the water
anyway, to save money. Like,
the water is from glaciers that run off, glacial runoff. It's just absolutely ridiculous that they're able to brew beer that far north and have it operational, have a fully operational brewery. Like, that's just absolutely freakish.
I'm with you. I would love to go there. That looks super cool.
Yeah.
What doesn't they apparently was last time we were chatting? Were we talking about the brown bears and black bears?
Yeah. Now we've got polar bears.
Polar bears.
Yeah. Now we've got polar bears.
You wouldn't want to have a night out at the brewery and get smashed and.
Fuck no, because apparently there's polar bear warning signs around.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. I'm looking at the site. There's polar bear warning signs. You'd be like, yep, no thanks.
Yeah. So yeah, really cool. Looking brewery. They don't produce. It's not a massive brewery by any stretch, but still enough that they export. They actually export the beers to, I think, to Germany and mainland Norway.
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very cool. I'd love to be able to get there. I don't know how. I don't know how you would even get there without being an expedition or something.
You start your weekend the Arctic way. Every Friday from 4 till 10. And that's it.
I think that's just how that's what we're drinking. That's when they're open.
Yeah.
But how do I physically get there?
Location. Enter through the left side of the building.
Smart ass.
It says on the website.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I think just the challenges that they would have to overcome to keep that operational just makes it well worth a visit.
What do you have to overcome to get there? Like, I know it'd be like one hell of a mission to get there, but what else are you doing? What's if you just wanted to go there? How long is it going to take? Like, if you go, am I going for a week? Like, do I leave here? You fly through Europe, get to Norway, you get to where you need to go to get to there for like 1 or 2
I think
nights?
it's a boat. I think it's a boat over, and it's not like it's a short distance. The archipelago is fairly far north.
Yeah,
So from looking at the map, it's not like it's just off the coast. It's actually a fair distance to get to.
yeah,
So much so that they have to tee up when they ship out beer, they have to tee it up for when inventory's coming over to the archipelago to get on the empty boat to ship back. So I don't think it's a particularly easy area to get to unless you've got channels and you're there for research or stuff like that.
importing all goods, food, and materials by air or sea. So that you got to be able to fly in there somehow.
There must be there's an airport, but
I'm keen on this.
You're just looking at it going, "This is awesome."
Man, you've got to. Oh no, that's just for beer tasting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm keen for this. I'm going to figure out how to get there. It might be the one beer mission that I do that I don't go to any other breweries except for shitty airport ones on the way to get to this one.
Yeah, because the cost of actually going to it is probably going to be extortionate.
Yeah, so they only deliver to Germany and the Czech Republic.
Oh, in the Czech Republic, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Norway and Netherlands. Visits.
I'm going to have to see whether I can get some of their beers. I'm going to have to see whether I can get some of their beers while I'm over there.
Well, I know a German pretty well.
You know two.
I actually do know two really well. Oh dear, don't click on that. I clicked
Take you
on
to another language.
Yeah, I clicked on visit Svalbard, and it's like it's all in Norwegian, and I was like, oh shit, and then it goes Google will translate it into English for you, and I click translate, and Google goes, nah, try again.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, probably not then. So, did you hear that then?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so maybe we can hear. So, all right.
Perfect timing.
There's segue, but someone sent us a theme song.
Oh no! Seriously?
Yep. So we'll see how we go. I'll see if I can play this. All right, I'm just going to turn this up loud. I'm going to hold it up like here, and we'll just see how we go.
Spill the pint with Adsy and Matt. Crack a cold one, have a chat. Craft beer tales and brewery news. Tasting fresh Aussie brews. Now it's time. Hear the call. Order. Popcorn's in session. Welcome to Popcorn One and All. Defense is ready, prosecution too. Who gets roasted could be your brew. From local taps to legend pour. Raise your glass and hear the verdict score. So grab a pint and sing along. Spill the pint is pouring strong.
Good. Okay.
Who sent that in?
Chris sent us that from, I don't know if everyone knows or follows Brews with Chris and Buddha. So Buddha's Maltese Shih Tzu, I think. Just a lovely little white fluffy dog that Chris brings around when he visits breweries, and he does a whole bunch of reviews and all the other stuff with beers as well. But he sent me that, and he goes, I got this. And so I had to play it. So there you go.
That's hilarious.
And we've had a couple of submissions. So maybe we need the submissions if you want to hear things. It's hard to edit in. That's my problem. It's not hard. It's just a pain in the ass after we've recorded to edit things in. So maybe if we're doing it,
It's very true.
yeah, if we're doing it like this, then maybe I can do something. All right, I will watch this space.
Do that in the background. Yeah.
All I'm saying.
But
Yeah, I've got
you
ideas.
are right. It is a perfect segue. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Pub Court, sponsored by Thirsty Merchants. They're our amazing friends. They made us our poker chips here with the prosecution and defence. Spill the Pint once. If you want to get your own, you can do so. Just need to message us. Actually, they're gonna come with shirts that we're going to organise in the future. So don't worry about buying them separately. Like, you'll be able to get them. We're going to do some shirts, and you can be a part of the pub jury. If you want to be part of the jury, you just need to join our Facebook group. Go to facebook.com/group/Aussie Beer Voyage. And you will be able to come and be part of the jury and vote on all of these amazing topics that we try and, I don't know, what do we try and do? Just explain them from the common man's point of view, with our limited vernacular. How it works is we have a topic and we flip a coin. One of us calls it, decides what side we're going to go on, defence or prosecution. We're either going to defend the topic or we're going to say, no, it's not good. I get confused with the whole situation and have to get Matt to explain it to me each time, but that's fine as well. And
even if we do the same thing 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, and it is important also to note that even though Matt and I may be on defence or prosecution, we may not actually believe that side of the argument. It's
sometimes we get stuck with something we really do not want to have to argue.
Yeah, and sometimes we don't even know how to argue because we're so far on the other side of the argument that we can't come up with anything to argue. But
yeah,
here we go. So, how are we going to do this today? Because you don't have a coin.
So I think you flipped for me last week, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm happy to do it as that because I've got the coin. So
yeah.
We did that, a whole bunch of weeks flipping coins, so that's all right.
Yeah. So I think if you flip it, whatever it lands on, that's what you've got to do.
Hang on a minute. When you were flipping coins,
that's what we did last time.
I called it. Yeah, righto.
No, I called it. Did I get it right? No. Therefore, no. How did we do it?
You know what? It doesn't matter. We'll just do it that way.
I just think if we're flipping to the other person,
you would decide. Sometimes you would say you have to call it, and if you get it wrong, I decide, and blah blah blah. So
yeah, that's before we had actual prosecution and defence.
Yeah, but we don't just have they are that, but there's also heads and tails. Like we've got differences on the coin, so you can just call heads and tails because the heads is prosecution and tails is defence, but they doesn't have to stick with that. We can still do our.
No. You've got the coins, so you decide.
True. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip it. You call it, and if you get it right, you decide which one. You decide if you want to do it or not. If you get it wrong, you have to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. All right. Ready.
3, 2, 1.
Defense.
You got it right. So the topic in question. Pub Court.
I'm actually kind of glad about this.
15 is, it's not great for me. Has the Australian craft beer scene become too cliquey? Is it a tight niche community or gatekeeping culture? In your defense, so you get to go first.
How are you going to say it's gatekeeping? Yeah. It's a tight-ish community. Like, I do not envy you at all having to argue this one.
I still don't understand how I have to do this, but anyway. I don't understand the prosecution side.
Tight-ish community is you're defending the claim. You're defending it. Gatekeeping culture is you're prosecuting it. How do you not get that?
Because I'm shit at these things, mate. I just need to be told what I'm arguing, and then I just jump on board and just go for it. So that's all right with me. I'm fine.
Yep.
With that. So, all right.
Yep.
Let me get my calculator so that we can time 1.5 minutes because that's all we do.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, shit. I literally opened my calculator. What a dickhead. All right. No. What am I doing? I figured it out. Technology, look at me go. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Set.
All
go.
right. Okay. Is the craft beer scene too cliquey? No. Is it a tight niche community? Of course it is. In Australia, craft beer drinkers only make up 8% of all beer drinkers. We're 8%. Of course it's going to be small. We're going to be tight. We're small communities. We're focused around small community breweries. So of course it's always going to be tight niche. We're not always going to be so big like the big majors that can sell to everyone. We don't appeal to everyone. That's why we're so small. That's why we're still the craft. We're making it that small little community hub. We allow everyone in. We enjoy having people in. In previous pub courts, it's even been stated, no, we want more families. We want the kids to come. We want to bring more people in. That's the whole thing of craft beer, is it's allowing everyone to come in and participate in this great beer journey. I'm going to call it there.
Wow. So it's a tight niche community, but you're wanting everyone to come in and participate.
Tight niche. It's a community. We allow anyone. We're not saying that we're gatekeeping. It's tight niche or it's gatekeeping. Hey, I want to see how you try and say it's gatekeeping.
I don't know how I'm going to say that. I don't know how. Anyway, hang on a minute. Just let me have... Just ask ChatGPT here. No, I won't do that. We don't do that.
As I expect you would.
No, we don't do that. All right. So I'm saying that we are a gatekeeping culture.
Yep.
And the positive. Yeah, I got this.
Okay. Go when you're ready.
Well, you brought up previous pub courts, so I can, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, I've scrolled down and I found the ones that I want to bring back and argue about what you said. So,
right. Come on. You're delaying it now. Come on.
It is a gatekeeping culture. You know what we don't want? We don't want that VB drinking bogan to turn up at a barbecue when we've got all these really lovely beers that we're trying and sharing and talking, to have him sitting there and saying, I don't want any beer with fruit in it. Well, you know what, mate? 90% of the beers don't have fruit in it anyway. They're called frickin' hops and they're in your beers too, you douche canoe. So we gatekeep for a reason, because we want the people in the industry and the culture and the niche and the scene to know what they're talking about and what they want. There's enough education out there now. The craft beer scene has been around for long enough that if you wanted to educate yourself and join, you can do. Come along for the journey. 90% of the people who have had these VBs and everything have gone along to the pubs and seen the craft beers, and they haven't even bothered to try one. And as soon as you give them one and you say that it's a mistake, they go, oh, no, that's all right. I'll finish this one. we gatekeep for a reason. If you want to find your way in here, turn up at the gate and pay a fee. We'll let you in. Maybe. I've got nothing. I can't understand. I'm not a lawyer.
Because you actually started going. You started arguing for me.
I know, that's
You
why
started arguing for me.
That's why I had to stop. I'm like, hang on a minute.
You did it me then.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. What without prosecution and defence, what do you think on this one? Is it too cliquey? Like, is the way that we're too snobbery that we talk about beers, like, we do a podcast. There's a million beer podcasts out there where they talk about VBs and Tui's News and all sorts of other beers and whatnot that aren't craft beers, which aren't terrible podcasts either. But is it too cliquey in that when you sort of have that aspect of, well, we're better than you because you're drinking that stuff? Or, like, because what's your guilty pleasure? And why can't I hear you? Your mic's gone dead for some reason. I'm just talking here. I'm just filling the silence. Your mouth's moving. I haven't heard you for about 3 minutes, Matt. We don't know what's going on, people. I can keep talking, or I could pause it here and let Matt get control of his technology. But what I'm not going to do is pause it. If you're watching the video at this time, look at Matt. Because he's obviously stressed. And, man, this could have happened, 5 minutes ago. Alrighty. So some technology issue happened there, and we hit an hour mark. We think that that's what the problem is with our podcasting software.
We just talk too much shit.
Yeah, we don't know. So we're going to keep them under an hour from now on. So we're going to figure that out on our end. But that's all good. And all that to say that I was just gatekeeping Matt from having a comment there. But
I was just thinking, where were we?
Yeah.
No,
Do you think that we're too cliquey as a community? Like, we are accepting, but we're also the first to throw someone under the bus if they roll up to a craft beer thing with someone going, "Oh, I just bought my Great Northerns," or.
But not even just that. I think just the way. I think as an entire community of mainly punters side, I think yes, 100%. I mean, both of us have seen some of the diatribes that pop up on beer barons and all of that sort of stuff. Yep. I think on that side, yes, 100%. If beers don't fall within what they believe to be craft beer, which I think is still a dumb term to use in this day and age.
Well, if we're just going off beer barons, then
no, but that's got a fairly large number of craft beer drinkers.
Definitely, yeah.
So,
you can't.
So that's why I'm using that as an example. That is a large portion of Brisbane craft beer drinking.
It is a community, and it is a craft beer community. Yeah, yep.
And 100%, if you mention certain breweries that they don't like for whatever reason, you get shunned. And they will shit on anyone that drinks Great Northern VB or 4X.
Yep.
So I think in some regards, yes, it's too cliquey and too not even gatekeeping. It's just a bit the snobbery level has hit some high levels.
Yeah.
But I think you're right in terms of the kind of arguing for me before. We don't go, oh no, because you drink these beers, you can't like craft beer.
Yeah.
I think it's inclusive in that regard, but I think there's definitely this snobbery level of, people who only drink 4X or VB or whatever, my palate's more upper class than refined than yours. I think that's where we start hitting into that snob.
Well, you see
factor.
them where they just come into the bar and they're drinking a beer, and Kevin said it to me. So Kevin, for people who don't know, he's our new brewer at Carbon 6 Brewing. He's from Germany. He's travelled all over the world. Some of his stories about where he's travelled are insane. They're so awesome and entertaining. I don't reckon there's anything he hasn't seen in his young 33 years or 32 years of his life. But he was saying that someone came into the brewery. I wasn't there, so I don't know. And he said, they were like tasting the beer, and he goes, and they did this thing that annoyed me. And I was like, oh, no, here we go. This is going to be a culture issue. I'm going to have to say, oh, no, that's just what we like. And then when he told me, I was like, oh, yeah, no, fuck no, I hate that too. And it wasn't. and look, and if you do this, fine. And I don't hate you either. It's just something that just bugs me because it doesn't make the beer taste any better when you're drinking it or tasting it. But it's pure, and you're gonna hate this too when I do it. I'm going to show you what people do. And if
Please don't tell me they're doing like this.
No.
What?
If people who are listening and watching, if you do happen to do this when you're in a bar, that's you. That's fine. We're hanging shit on you here, but we're not taking it out on you personally. It's just it doesn't actually help you to taste beer. That's not how you taste beer. But anyway.
That annoys the shit out of me as well.
I hate that. I just hate it. It doesn't help with the beer tasting. It doesn't do anything at all. If you want to taste a beer properly, pour some in your mouth, swirl it around, swallow it. You've got the whole experience going. But I don't know why it annoys me. Like, I don't actually have a reason. It's just it's so annoying.
Weird. Yeah.
And Kevin was
there are people who do it.
Kevin was like, "Oh, I just don't." I was just frustrated, and you can tell when he gets frustrated because he gets real dramatic.
Yeah,
and I love it.
The accent comes out.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it gets really heavy. And I was like, "Oh yeah, man." I said, "People just do that." And I said, "You'll be right." Quick question before we move on to your industry legend shout out, who I actually think you've shouted out before, but anyway.
No, don't tell me that.
What's your macro lager go-to? What's something that you can happily drink if you're in like just a big pub and you don't feel like a Bolter or a Stone and Wood or something? You're like, oh, what's my macro lager? If it's there, I'll drink it.
I like VB definitely.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you are a VB. Yeah.
I'm a VB drinker. I'm just trying to think what else. Byron Bay Lager.
Yeah, okay.
Byron Bay Lager.
Yep.
I think it's probably one of the most.
Is that a macro?
Easy. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, it's a macro.
What 2 is new?
2 is new, really?
Yeah. Yep. My cousin.
But then there's also 2 is old.
Yeah. And that's when you make a 2 is now. Make it have great black and tan. But 2 is new. My cousin drinks 2 is new, and every time I catch up with him, it's not a catch up unless we go to his local and we have a couple of pints of 2 is new together, and I'll drink it. I'll drink it anywhere. I'll happily drink it because I know what it is. I don't hate it. It's weird. I used to drink a lot of VB when I was younger, but I don't drink it now, and I can't drink it now. I don't know what it is.
Right.
But,
no.
I actually had a cold the other day.
Ooh.
Because I was out the back of Whoop Whoop with the Spartan race, and we went to the local pub.
Which is all they're going to have.
Yeah, and was that or Great Northern or 4X Bitter? And I was like, all right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 4X Bitter on the taps.
I've had 4X Bitter on for a long time.
Yeah, my mate drinks 4X Bitter, and I have one if I run out of beer. I don't hate them, but yeah.
Fair enough.
Mate, anyway, moving on. The last segment of our podcast this week is Industry Legend Shout Out, where, for those who don't know, each week Matt and I alternate, and this week it is yours.
Yep. And I did double check. No, I haven't mentioned them. You did this to me the last time as well, where you go, I'm pretty sure you've mentioned this person before. No, I haven't.
To keep you on your toes, mate.
Yeah, I had to double check because I thought I was losing my mind.
We need to have I should update the website. We need to go through a thing and put up like the pub topics and put on the percentages of what's done. And we also need to record our industry legend shout outs and our brewery visit wish lists with some sort of map.
Yes, actually, you're not right.
Yeah.
But yeah, my industry legend stuff. But yes, my industry legend shout out is Jimmy from Milton Common. I'm pretty sure since I've been working for TAFE, I've almost taken, or at least 90% of my field trips through Milton Common.
Yeah.
And he helped me out as solid last week with it was actually the hospo, the diploma hospo students.
Yeah, okay.
They weren't brewers, weren't looking at being brewing students. But he's like, yeah, too easy, bring them through. We'll show them around, show them sort of the focus of where we're at. But every time he's just so hospitable, just goes, yeah, come on in, here's some beers, have a walk around. He spent a good hour with them, just talking through his business and stuff like that, and just so
his
accommodating.
Hospitality is second to none.
Oh yeah.
Do you know who else gives him a massive rap?
Who?
Hop On.
Yeah. Fair.
Matt and Josh love going there for that same reason, because whenever they go there, he takes the time out to explain the extra things, like talk through stuff. Yeah. Give them things. Yeah.
Yeah, he just, every time that I go in there, he's got so much time for the students. He doesn't rush. He just goes, what do you want to know?
Yeah. Yep.
And he's an open book with it, which is really, really good. And yeah, he's always been a big supporter of the course. So he's always given us a hand when we needed it. So, yep, he's definitely my
awesome
industry legend. Shout out.
Nice one. Mate, you got any last word?
No, I think we've covered it off. I think this is our longest episode ever at this rate. So
it is. Yeah, I think so. Only by a couple of minutes. We've had a few like this, but we'll tighten it up. We need to limit ourselves to 2 articles, and we should set a timer on each thing so that we're like, oh, we talked about that topic. Off we go.
Yep. But otherwise, I'm all good, and hopefully we can get back to our normal scheduled programming. We'll see.
Yeah, well, in a couple of weeks I will be moving, so we'll see how that goes on that week.
In a couple of weeks, I'll be over in Europe, so...
Okay. Oh, well, you better wake up at 3 a.m. and get ready to record.
Yeah. Great. Depends on how much beer and wine I've had.
Yeah, all the more reason.
Yeah. Start off fresh, mate.
Awesome. Legend, man.
See ya, mate.
See ya, mate.